Welcome to Agile Ogre, the channel where we conquer challenges, unleash creativity, and embrace the power of agility. I'm your host, Agile Ogre, and I'm thrilled to have you join our community. Today, we're going to tackle a common challenge that many of us face: the demand for excessive sprint documentation. As guardians of the Scrum framework, Scrum Masters, it's our responsibility to strike a balance between maintaining transparency and avoiding unnecessary bureaucracy. In this video, I'll share some practical tips on how to handle this situation effectively. Tip number 1: educate your stakeholders. Start by educating your product owners, managers, and other stakeholders about the Agile principles that Scrum is built upon. Help them understand that excessive documentation can hinder agility and slow down the delivery of value. Emphasize the importance of prioritizing working software over comprehensive documentation. Tip number 2: clarify the purpose of each artifact. Explain to your stakeholders the purpose and intent behind each Scrum artifact, such as the product backlog, sprint backlog, and increment. Highlight that these artifacts are meant to provide just enough information to ensure alignment and progress, not to create an exhaustive documentation library. Reinforce the concept of self-organizing teams and the value of face-to-face communication. Tip number 3: optimize artifact formats. If stakeholders still insist on more documentation, explore alternative formats that can provide the necessary information concisely. For example, consider using visual aids like charts, diagrams, or dashboards to present progress and metrics. These formats are often more effective in conveying complex information and reducing the need for extensive written documentation. Tip number 4: encourage collaboration and conversation. Foster an environment where individuals and teams feel comfortable discussing their work openly. Encourage stakeholders to participate in the Scrum events, such as the daily stand-up and sprint review, where they can ask questions and get real-time updates. By promoting collaboration and conversation, you can reduce the reliance on formal documentation. Tip number 5: continuously improve and adapt. Regularly review and reflect on your Scrum practices as a team. Ask yourselves if the current level of documentation adds value or if it's becoming a burden. Experiment with different approaches and adapt your processes accordingly. Remember, Scrum is an empirical framework that encourages inspection and adaptation. In conclusion, as Scrum Masters, it's essential to address the demand for excessive sprint documentation effectively. By educating stakeholders, clarifying artifact purposes, optimizing formats, encouraging collaboration, and continuously improving, you can strike a balance between transparency and unnecessary bureaucracy. Remember, the heart of Scrum lies in the Agile values and principles. It's about individuals and interactions, working software, customer collaboration, and responding to change. So, let's keep our focus on delivering value and fostering an Agile mindset. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more Scrum-related insights. And as always, keep embracing the spirit of agility in all your endeavors. Until next time, happy Scrumming!